some warm-ups. Here's another drill. I'm going to be adding my mitts where I want to be. I've done this drill before with a little bit more length in between, but really what I'm focusing on right now is stopping and accelerating into the next point and stopping and, you know, just trying to make it so that I'm getting the defender off of me. I'd say they're probably roughly like probably around like 3 yards apart from each other, maybe 5. And this is one that kind of builds up a little more over time. So what I do is I start off at this here and I sprint through, just focusing purely on acceleration. And then from there I sprint to this one and then I immediately cut back. And it's just kind of that sort of progression type of thing. Hopefully not hurt myself. That would be very nice now, wouldn't it? So that's literally all it is for the first one. After that, I realized I should probably work on my form a little bit more. So in between, we're gonna do a couple skipping things. The thing that I'm gonna be working on with when I'm doing these, the amount of time that I'm spent not on the ground is time that I'm decelerating. What we wanna do is, while I'm sprinting, making sure that after I'm bringing my foot forward, I immediately bring it back down to push me forward. We don't wanna kick up. That wouldn't achieve what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to move myself forward, just trying to make sure that I'm really trying to spend the least amount of time in the air as possible. Just learned this from a couple videos, just looked up on YouTube. So I wouldn't say I'm any sort of exercise scientist, but the basics of what I'm trying to do is pretty simple and straightforward. The way to get there though, that's what this is all about. Experimenting, trying new things. I notice that a lot of people, whenever they're sprinting, they tend to like kind of do some further. It's really weird. They don't go straight forward, but they kind of like bring their feet out to the side. It's really weird. So we're gonna be trying that. See how that goes. That felt a little better. The way that the cones are placed, it's like I'm there in just a couple of strides. So do I want to make the cones a little bit further or just kind of go where I'm at right now? I think going where I'm at right now will be good, because the focus of this is my handler movement, making sure that I'm able to get open in the handler space. And honestly, like for the purposes of cutting, when you're making your cut, you want to get your defender to move their hips one way or the other. If you can get them to commit, then it's a simple redirection for you. But for the defender, you have to move all the way around and completely redirect their momentum. And so I feel like this distance is great for that. That's kind of what we're looking at. And the fact that this feels uncomfortable for me, even if it's a pretty good distance if we're talking about cutting and trying to make somebody commit their hips. So the fact that this is uncomfortable for me proves that this is a good drill for me. This is going to be something that is going to help me get better with getting faster and good timing with my cuts. Not necessarily good timing relative to the rest of the field and everybody else, what they're looking like, but relative to reacting to the defender, because I do need to work a little more on his reacting to the defender. Saying, okay, my defender is cutting this off, so I'm gonna fake that, make them commit their hips that way, and then immediately go for the around or the upline or whatever the case may be. Start on the left foot this time. Holy guacamole, we're getting crazy out here. Felt a little slow on that one, not gonna lie. Maybe in my head a little bit, but now we're gonna walk it back. Gonna go to this cone next. Oh boy. I'm taking plenty of time in between sets to recover, because the point of this isn't necessarily to train my cardio. The purpose of this is to get used to these types of movements, get my body feeling good, the type of exposure I'm gonna be putting it under. Because if you think about how a cut looks like, especially like a jab cut or something, you're going like this. And I'm not sure about you, but that angle of the leg compared to the rest of your body, especially when it's up straight, or if you're like really trying to fake it with your shoulders and going like that, that's a lot of tension going right through your knee. And so you need to make sure that you're exposing your body to these types of pressures outside of practice in times when, say you're feeling a little bit better, because it's at those times that you're going to, you just want to make sure that you're exercising it, because then in the future it's going to lead to less injuries, it's going to lead to more explosive power and all that fun jazz. So here we go. Yeah, so definitely feeling slower. I mean, I'm not fresh, so that definitely has something to do with it. Show you what though, after this, probably gonna hop on the bike for like 30 minutes, something like that, if I can get out of here in a reasonable amount of time. Got some church stuff to go do. Gotta get changed, put my church clothes on. Then I'm probably gonna be hitting the gym later today. Wanna hit some back and do some plyometrics, maybe think about doing some trap bar deadlifts and superset it with box jumps. Know that that's something that's really good to help. I will tell you one thing though, right knee, acting up a little bit. I do want to do more of this, right? Like right now, when doing things like this, it's so important to listen to your body. I cannot over exaggerate that. There's certain things like say with long distance running, or say if you're in a game, you've already been playing for a while, like yes, listen to your body. I think for these types of situations, I don't want to break my body while conditioning. You know, that's pretty lame. Being like, oh yeah, I tore my ACL, I tore my meniscus or this or that while I was doing drills. Like, in a way, like, yeah, sure, you could sound sick, but that's not like, it'd be cooler to say, oh yeah, I was in a universe game, universe point is basically just like game point. Both teams are at like say 11 and we're going to 12. It's like it was universe point and I was booking it deep, just got a D, trying to get my bookends. They put it up to me, went up, caught the disc, came down. Other person came down, absolutely took my leg out, tore my leg right in half. It was crazy. That's the type of story you want, you know? People are like, oh heck yeah, but you're like, oh yeah, some conditioning. Brother, we're gonna point and laugh. Probably not really, but all right, enough yapping. So yeah, I noticed on my I think on my initial takeoff, I am struggling to get my feet down quick. Because I noticed afterwards, after I came around this bend, I felt faster. I was able to think about what I was doing a little bit clearer. And so when I'm getting back into that, or I guess specifically on this next one, I'm really gonna try and focus, maybe not necessarily on power, but bringing my feet down quick. And I think my problem, as I was thinking about it, is I'm bringing my torso up too quick. So if I'm running and like I'm just starting off my running and I'm bringing my and I'm pulling my right leg up and I bring my torso up at the same time, it's coming up like this. and I'm pushing in front of me. But if I keep my torso down and I'm pushing like that, then I'm pushing myself, propelling myself forward, not up. And so I think for this last little bit, I'm gonna try and get a good angle of that. Let me see if I can get a better angle of this. Have I even been recording? Okay, yeah. I would have been mad embarrassed if I wasn't. Okay. So let's bring it down and a little bit further in, just a little bit closer, so we can take a better look at what's going on here. And I'll be on this side. I'll start off on my left foot. So focusing for this one, keeping my chest down while I'm going forward. So then I can really just make sure all of my force and momentum is going forward and not up at all. So yeah, that was still a little slow. I think I was bringing my leg up quick, but not back down. So we're gonna do that one more time. I'm also starting on my left foot. I'm definitely right foot dominant. Starting on my left foot doesn't help nearly as much. So, or not that it doesn't help, but I'm just not used to it as much. So keeping my torso down, that felt right, that felt good. I just need to focus a little more on, after I bring my leg up, bringing it right back down. What muscle would that even be? So I guess that would be my, almost called it my calf, my quad. My quad, because the hamstring is what brings it up. My hamstring and my glutes is what brings my leg up. And what brings my leg back down, pushing down, is my quad. So let's think about that. If you ever watched Mashal Muscle and Magic, dog, I gotta be on that quadriceps magic though. You know, make sure that I'm really focusing on it, pushing down. I swear anime has some of like the best like visualization things of me. If you've ever seen like Attack on Titan, it's like they show the main character Eren, he's like punching, he's like whoopah in his Titan form, and you like, it shows like the shock wave going through all of his muscles and like using all of his muscles. I'm like, heck yeah, brother. Let's do that. So what we're gonna be imagining here, we're gonna be imagining just absolutely slamming my foot back down. That being said, I do not want to rip my Achilles tendon. So maybe not 100%, but definitely stronger than it's been. I brought my chest up too quick. All right, let's do that again. Not as much yapping this time. You get that quicker, faster, stronger, harder. Daft Punk enjoyers, by the way. Daft Punk enjoyers be like, okay. Yeah, let's do that like 2 more times. Let me check what time it is. Yeah, that felt better. That felt way better. Yeah, let's keep doing that. I said 2 more times, but we're gonna go until I feel like I got a little more in my body. You know, after doing that, I understand why people have a little bit more of a wider foot placement when they're sprinting. It just feels better, you know, just like feels more natural. Just gonna take a second, go grab a sip. But yeah, it feels way more natural because my torso is further down. So while my torso is further down, if I'm trying to bring my leg up, I'm not super flexible, I'm not gonna lie. But also, if I'm right here And standing up, my leg can come up to right here, where my, like, almost the exact angle that my torso is going to be at. I want to make sure that my leg is able to get up and down. Well, I don't know, maybe not, because that's only going to make the amount of time that my foot is in the air longer. So maybe we don't want to do that. I don't know. It'll be the fun of trying it out, seeing what works, what doesn't. It's been a very productive and informative sprint training for me. Probably a super long video for you guys. Sorry about that. Also not sorry, because you get more content. Just milking me for all I have, why don't you? Okay. Keep chest down, or torso down. Back up and down. Okay. Up and down. Down. Okay. Nope, no, did not feel right. It did not feel right. This next one, just no matter how this next one feels, I think we're gonna stop it there. So I got my cardio I gotta do for the rest of the day after La Iglesia. So, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's yeah, that one didn't feel the greatest either. But knowledge, you know what I like more than my house? Knowledge. No, but yeah, so this is a really good training session. Happy I came out here, took the time. Just do a couple sprints. It's not like this is super hard work by almost any means, especially compared to my my cardio. Because most of my cardio has been, what has it been? It's been like an hour to an hour and a half long. So, I mean, really, this is not a tough ask for me. In fact, I would probably be kicking myself later if I didn't do this. I was thinking, but I was like, maybe if I went and played some pickup today, some pickup ultimate frisbee, I would have been a little more inclined to allow myself to just go do my cardio and just do my lift, and that was it later. But that's not who I am. That is not what I am doing right now. And so that will be for the future. Oh man, what time is it? I might have to head home soon. Go home. Here, let me check. Yeah. I'm gonna do a little bit of cardio. We'll do like 15 minutes, and I don't have to do nearly as much later today. But yeah, that'll be all for this workout. Might talk to you guys later. Yeah. But have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night.